Good afternoon. Today I'm going to start off taking you back 5 years ago, almost to the day. In February of 2006, my grandmother passed away, and for 2 months my grandfather was very, very depressed. He lost all contact with his family, with his friends. He was kind of just sitting around the house being very upset. So in April of that year, 2006, I decided to go over one weekend, spend the weekend with him, and teach him how to use the internet and how to set up an email account. Sandra Gosper of the New York Times claims that 73% of senior citizens do not use the internet. This is greatly in part because most of them feel that it requires a higher level of language, of thinking, and of learning that they don't possess. Well, the reality is that Daniel Wiseman, who is a psychologist, says that the internet is simple and that the senior citizens are very able to comprehend what goes on. Today I'm going to inform you on the ease of the internet and the ease of how to email on the internet. I'm going to discuss 3 points. First, I'm going to teach you how to set up an email account. Second, I will teach you how to compose an email and navigate through your inbox. And lastly, I will teach you how to add pictures and other files to your emails. So first off, we're going to learn how to create an email account. Now there's many different providers that offer free email. Today I'll use Yahoo as an example. What you need to do is you need to go into your internet browser and type in www.yahoo.com or whichever email provider you choose to use. After that, you're going to get to the home page, which often has a lot of news. You can log into your pre-existing email account, but today we're going to go click on create a new account. And once you click on that, it's going to bring up a page that has about 10 different fields that you need to fill in. First, it's going to ask for your address. It's going to ask for what state and country you live in. This is all to make sure that you are a real person and that you do live in whichever country you claim to live in. Next, it's going to ask you to create an email account. Now here you can get pretty creative. You can either use your first name and your last name, your first initial and your last name, or you can create something like Ruby Grandma 2011 or Bingo Buddy, anything that you'd like. After you create your email address and make sure that it is unique, that only you have that address, it's going to prompt you to create a password. Creating a password is a very vital part of creating an email address. You want to make sure it's something that you're going to be able to remember, but something that people aren't able to figure out, because if they do get on your email address, they have access to all the information that you have stored on there. So a good idea is to make it a combination of both letters and numbers. Yahoo requires you to have a 5-digit password, but they suggest that you do combine letters and numbers. A good format for a password would be your dog's name and the year that you were born. Anything that combines those numbers, that's very unique. So after you make sure that the password is correct, you have to submit it 2 times to make sure that you have a matching password. You can go ahead and log into your account, and once you log in, I'm going to teach you now how to create an email and how to navigate through your email account. So first off, you're going to come to this splash page, which is the main page for email. Obviously there's a lot of information on here. I'd like to just point out a few things. Right here there's a couple ways to access your inbox. There's also all these other folders right here, which I'm going to discuss, and also the way to create a new email message. So you just want to take a quick look at that and kind of keep that in mind. So to create a new email message, what you need to do is go up to the tab that says New. You click on that, and that's going to bring up a few different options. You can create a new email. There's also, you can chat, and you can also send a text message from your email account, but we're just going to stick with email today. So you click on Create a New Email. It's going to bring up a new page, and there you're going to fill in the email address to who you want to send the message to. You're going to put a subject on there to give the reader an idea of what the email is going to be on. And then in the field below, you will start typing your email. You can type on really anything you want to. It could be a business letter, it could be just asking someone how they are, it could be, really the options are limitless. After you compose your email, most email providers offer a spell check, which will go through, read through your email, tell you if you have any spelling or grammatical errors, and allows you to change them or leave them if you'd like. After you create that email, what you do is you go up and simply click send at the top of the email box. After you've sent the message, if you want to confirm that it has been sent, you can go to the sent folder, and it will say that either the email has been delivered or there was an issue with the email. Once you've got down how to compose a normal email, I'm going to teach you how to add files to your emails. The most important thing when it comes to adding files such as pictures, text documents, links, most important thing adding those is you need to know where they are on your computer. Before you add the file, locate the file on your computer. That way you know exactly where to find it, and that really makes it a lot quicker and easier. So just like you did with a normal email, you go in and you click New and then compose a new email. You can type whatever you like in there, and then up at the top near the Send button there's a button that says Attachments. And what you do is you click on Attachments. It's going to bring up a new screen with a few different fields. You're able to attach more than one file if you'd like. We're just going to give you an example of attaching one for now. So what you do is you browse, and when you click browse, it's going to open up a window, and that's where you need to know where to find that object on your computer. It's a good idea to save it to your desktop, and that way you can easily access it and attach it to your email quickly. Once you have that file found, all you need to do is click attach. It's going to attach that file to your email, and that way when you send the email, you will be including the picture, you'll be including the text file, or you'll be including the news story that you want to share with whoever you're sending that email to. So today I taught you guys, I informed you on how to create on how to use the internet and use the email. Firstly, I taught you how to create an email account. Secondly, I taught you how to create an email message and browse through your email account. And thirdly, I taught you how to add files to your emails. Internet is very important, and it's a very easy way of communicating. And I'd like to thank you guys for your time and urge you, just like I taught my grandpa, to go out and learn the internet and start collecting the benefits that it provides.